Odo's found something intriguing in the Masan system. Something the Founders want no one to know about, even one of their own. That certainly piques my curiosity. I'll meet you in the Masan system. Odo wants to travel incognito this time. I trust you'll be able to deliver him and that surly Jem'Hadar bodyguard of his to the Masan system intact. One more thing. I've taken the liberty of informing Captain Kira, and she'll be joining us as well. After the Karema incident, she's taken a personal interest in high-level Dominion activity, particularly where Ambassador Odo is involved.
I only recently learned of the station here. It's very old and very well concealed, even from Vorta and Jem'Hadar. From what I can tell, the Founders studied alien life here, including the Hur'q. We may be able to recover useful tactical data on them from the station's computers. No, and that concerns me. This is supposed to be an abandoned facility. Take us into comms range and open a hailing frequency. Let me do the talking. I should be able to make any Vorta or Jem'Hadar fall into line if things get difficult.
Yes, sir, and greetings, everyone.
So far, so good. They're not targeting us.
Now, what the heck is this? Looks like a giant mouth on the side of the asteroid here.
Entering the Dominion systems without authorization has become a bad habit of yours, one I have grown weary of. You've shown a singular talent for annihilating the Hur'q. I suggest you return to that before my patience with your insolence expires.
Seriously?
There's no need for this posturing, Founder. We're here on official business under my authority.
Odo, it seems to be a day for defiance and bad habits. You do not have the authority to grant access to this system. It is restricted to all but those of the highest level, a level you do not possess. Now then, I suggest you leave immediately.
This is gonna hurt.
Fire to disable. Odo must not be harmed.
Shields!
Dominion forces, this is Counselor Garrick aboard the Tane. Cease hostilities. Consider that your first and only warning.
We must protect the Founder. All ships, disengage!
You certainly know how to make my days more interesting. An ancient Dominion research facility, guarded by the leader of the Founders? A cloaked fleet pales in comparison, but it's the best I can add to the mix.
Oh, Garrick, you never looked more beautiful.
I wouldn't have missed it for the world. The fact that the Founder was willing to fire on one of her own speaks volumes on this station's worth. I look forward to discovering its secrets.
Since when does the Founder stand guard duty, Odo?
Yeah, really. That's a bit unusual. What are they hiding down there?
She doesn't. Let's find out what she's hiding.
We don't have a lot of time. We may have held off the Founder for now, but she'll be back, and she'll bring friends. Let's get down there and find what we came here for, before every Jem'Hadar in the Quadrant shows up.
I couldn't agree more, Captain. Why don't you and the Ambassador join the away team while I remain on guard with my fleet?
Then have some rum and cokes and some baconators ready for when we return.
Captain Kira makes a good point. Let's get this over with before it gets even more complicated than it already is.
Sounds good.
Looks like the station's running on auxiliary power. We've got life support, basic lighting, not much else. If we're gonna get anything useful out of this relic, we'll need to get the main power back online.
Well, then it's a good thing I'm an engineering captain.
Stay vigilant. We have no idea what to expect here.
Wait, who the heck said that? Oh, the Jem'Hadar, okay. Let's see. Oh, there we go, shiny.
Well done. Main power is back online. We'll be able to access other systems, including the data core. Let's find an access console and see what's in there. Hopefully the data files aren't corrupted beyond repair.
Okay, where are we going now? That way. So, hope everybody's having a good day today. And I hope you all had a chance to check out the new series that I launched on Fridays. If not, no biggie. It's not everybody's cup of tea. Okay, what am I looking for in here? Probably back over this way. Oh, this one.
This terminal is in poor shape. None of the files are accessible. Considering their age, I'm not terribly surprised. The Founders wouldn't keep a place like this hidden to protect dust and broken files. Let's check all the data terminals and consoles in the area. That one over there looks reasonably intact.
Okie dokie. Oh, God. Basically, you want me to check everything in here. Okay.
Research Report 4121.63, Dominion Reckoning. My fellow Founders, the Masan research station is fully operational. As we continue to add worlds to our sphere of influence, our studies of xenobiology become more important. We must know all we can of both friend and foe. We need every advantage we can find if we are to achieve true dominion. Our Premier project is underway. You'll recall the recently discovered race of tree dwellers, hunted as we once were. Genetic engineering of these solids has produced considerable results. Their intelligence has increased by a factor of 3 so far. We predict this species will be the first of many loyal servitors and vassals.
So, what, the Dominion created the Hur'q? Is that what I'm sensing?
She's talking about the Vorta. The date she gave was nearly 2,000 years ago, not long after the Dominion was founded. This facility's older than we thought. Much older.
That's right. Vorta started off as tree-dwelling monkeys or something like that.
Research Report 4653.15, Dominion Reckoning. Our scouts have discovered an interesting species of solids at the edge of the Dominion. They are a species of sentient insectoids that live primarily underground. We may not have detected them were it not for a thorough geological scan.
And would this be the Jem'Hadar?
Initial studies have revealed that these solids are based on germanium. I've attached bioscan data we collected on them for your review. I've dispatched a research unit to study these burrows further. They may be just what we need for the military initiative.
Yeah.
Burrowing sentient insectoids. Germanium-based. She must be talking about the Hur'q. Judging by the date, the Founders made first contact with the Hur'q nearly 2,000 years ago.
Interesting. Okay. Nothing else in here. Do I go through this door? Looks like it, maybe. And then I guess I go through this door? Yeah, that's a ticket. I see shiny.
Research Report, Dominion Date 7021.27. More data has arrived on the Cadre species 484 designation. burrows. Their world's unusual orbital path has taken it out of the habitable zone. As a result, the burrows have retreated underground and entered a state of hibernation. While dormant, a smaller servitor race tends to the burrows. They also maintain their shared habitat and technology. I've instructed the field team to take advantage of their dormancy period, and they are now conducting aggressive studies of these intriguing solids. My team initiated first contact protocols with the borrowers prior to their mass dormancy. They found them to be friendly and intelligent, if not willful. We've identified a common element in their food supply. Manipulation of this element may prove useful in subjugating them.
Huh.
Unbelievable. It sounds like the Founders made first contact with the Hur'q in order to find a way to conquer them. It's like Hur'q says, the bigger the smile, the sharper the knife.
Research Report 7903.01, Dominion Reckoning. Cadre Species 468, designation Jem'Hadar, is a massive success. They will be the strong arm of our Dominion, guided by our cunning, brilliant Vorta. The toil of these vassals will allow us to spend more time in the link with those we hold most dear.
The birth of the Jem'Hadar, as seen through a Founder's eyes. Interesting. No mention of the Hur'q, however. Their designation number was lower than ours. They were our predecessors. Perhaps something went wrong? Something that led the Founders to reject and abandon them for a different species. Us.
You know, just an interesting thought. His character here kind of reminds me of the one Jem'Hadar, the boy that was on DS9 that grew up, that Odo had taken care of. I'm gonna have to check to see if that's the same character or not. Screw it.
Research Report Dominion Date 8183.67. The burrowers have emerged once again, and in a hostile state. They have taken to the stars, moving from sector to sector, attacking anyone that crosses their path. Their goal is not one of conquest, but of consumption. They leave nothing but dead worlds in their wake.
It definitely sounds like a swarm of insects, like locusts.
Though we do not understand their newfound savagery, we have found a use for it. When the burrowers set their sights on a world, we offer the inhabitants a choice. Those that submit to our Dominion rule are defended by the Jem'Hadar. Those that don't serve as an object lesson to others.
A bit harsh.
So, the Founders have been using the Hur'q to manipulate others for some time now. Bend the knee to the Dominion, or we'll stand back and let them ravage your world. Only now something's different. Something's changed. They can't keep the Hur'q in line with the Jem'Hadar anymore. And we're all paying the price.
Yep. Okay. Let's see. This way and this room here. Oop, there's shiny, and I saw shiny up top.
Research Report 8532.38. Our scouts have returned from a wormhole expedition. The solid races on the other side are primitive and unremarkable, save for one. They are called Klingons, and show a singular talent for violence, one that rivals our own Jem'Hadar. Left unchecked, these savage creatures could become dangerous enemies.
You hear that, Hur'q? Dangerous, not dying.
While the Klingons are too willful to subjugate, their genetic material could produce viable cohorts to the Jem'Hadar, or their replacements. We have begun development of a new cadre species, designation Thakiri, using demons from Klingon folklore for inspiration. As with Jem'Hadar, we have bound them to our service with the White. We will test them in combat on the Klingons themselves.
Huh, didn't see that one coming.
Research Report Supplemental Entry 8671.71 Dominion Reckoning. Somehow the Vakari have broken the hold of the White and turned on their rightful masters. Most of our research team were killed. Intelligence reports suggest a union between the Vakari and a Klingon warlord known as Mullah. Perhaps this will lead to a state of mutually assured destruction on Quonos. One can only hope.
Interesting. That's what happens when you start playing around with genetics.
So it would seem. Only they lost control of them, despite the use of Ketracel White. Based on what we know about Fakiri, it seems the price they paid for their freedom was insanity. They became the monsters they were based on.
Yeah, unfortunate. Okay, let's get this last one here. I know, not the most exciting episode so far.
Research Report 9076.23. Final entry. I am weary. Soon I'll return to the Great Link, and I will be glad to be rid of this place. The borrowers have emerged again. We can barely control them this time. The Jem'Hadar were able to divert their onslaught at great cost. Rather than counterattack, they went through the wormhole to seek easier prey. Our agents in the other quadrants report that the burrow assault was a sweeping one, going as far as Kronos. Hopefully they'll devour every atom of that wretched planet. The burrowers will eventually return to dormancy. Strangely, it appears that some of their forces intend on remaining in the other quadrants. It seems they have a long-term goal. Galactic devastation.
Oh, great. Yeah, they steered the Hur'q right into the other quadrants.
Yes. They knew the Hur'q problem was getting worse even then. Instead of preparing or seeking allies, they expanded the Dominion. And when the Hur'q re-emerged, they tried to deal with it on their own, and failed. Their arrogance may lead to the end of the Dominion. We need to get this data to the Alliance, all of it, even the damaged and corrupted files. There has to be information we can use in here.
Agreed.
I'm picking up something on my tricorder. There was a massive power spike on a lower deck, and now I'm reading a large number of systems cycling up. Something's happening down there.
Oh, boy.
Agreed. Take your team and Captain Kira down to investigate. I'll remain here and pull as much of the data as possible. We won't get another chance at this.
Odo, why are you standing on that console? Okay, where are we going? Looks like there's a turbo lift over this way. And gotta be right there. Okay. Yep, shiny. Knew it. Okay. Almost expected a cutscene or a way to phased in.
We must be close to the core. Hope we don't have to leave in a hurry. There's no way our ships can lock onto us down here with transporters. Tell me about it. Let's stay focused on the mission. Now that we're closer to the signal, I'm getting better readings on my tricorder. I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure everything that came online down here has some sort of medical purpose.
Huh.
I'm still uncertain about Odo. I need to be sure he's still not a part of all this.
You know, I don't think he is. That would be like character assassination for him.
The Odo I knew wouldn't have risked Bajor like that. This Odo seems arrogant and reckless, even dangerous.
We'll keep an eye on him. Oh, there we go. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video and want to help the channel to grow, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and maybe even get a friend to watch. That would be awesome. Until next time,